Morning, Dona.
Today we are going to present about the text that is movie review jungle film by Group D. Well, this is members Alwi, Arif, Taufan, Imam, and me as moderator today, Anita Aldona. Sorry, I can use video full because my connection is so bad today. We shall start presenter now. Please enjoy the presenter and don't forget to subscribe and comment our YouTube channel. So for beginning, I will tell you about history behind the sketch of Jungle film. Jungle is a 2017 Australian biographical survival drama film based on the true story of Israeli adventurer Yossi Ginsberg, 1981. Journey into the Amazon rainforest. I think you will like this film because it's about how to survive in the wild or nature. So further explanation will be made by Imam.
Okay.
Imam.
Next. Number 3. Title Jungle. Year of published 2070. Script writer Justin Monzo, director Brick Flynn, producer Tooth Tillman, Mick Gregory, Gary Hamilton, Mark Lazarus, journalistic Greg McLean, actor in actress Daniel Radcliffe, Alex Russell, Thomas Christman, Yasmin Kashim, Zul Jackson, Jack Command. Duration 115 minutes. Production house Screen Queensland, Screen Australia. Gender biographical survival. Deep Amazon forest. Biography Daniel Radcliffe, Yossi Ginsberg. Daniel Jacob Radcliffe, born 23 July 1989, is a British actor and producer, known for his role as Harry Potter in the film series of the same name, which was adapted from the novel by J. Rowling in the Jungle movie. The role of Koshi is a former Israeli soldier who decided to stop and run away because he feels that he is not his passion. He prefers a free life, travels to several countries, and is obsessed with finding treasure. Alex Russell is Kevin Alexander Andrew Russell, born 11 December 1987, is an Australian actor. Russell made his debut in the 2010 film was set on the U. In 2011, he appeared in two short films, The Beastman and Hollywood Night. In the Jungle film, he plays Kevin, where Kevin is a very diligent photographer and he meets Yossi, become friendship. Okay, next.
Wow, thanks you, Imam, for your explanation. Imam was explanation about detail of the film and a little bit of biography main actor. Okay, next Arif.
Okay. Thomas Kretschmann as Karl. Kretschmann was born in Dessau, East Germany on 8 September 1962. Before he becomes an actor, Kretschmann trained to become an Olympic swimmer. At the age of 25, he began acting. In the film, he plays Karl. He's a traveler from Australia who has knowledge of inland trips and there are abundant treasure in the Amazon forest. Joel Jackson as Marcus Stamp. Joel Jackson is an Australian actor and occasional musician. He is best known for his role as Carl Bean in Deadland Gallipoli and Peter Allen in Peter Allen Not the Boy Next Door. In the jungle film, Joel Jackson played a school teacher in Switzerland, who later became friends with Yossi when he met in Bolivia. Okay, next. Character and actor and actress. Daniel Radcliffe as Yossi Ginsburg. In my view of the character played by Daniel Radcliffe as Yossi has a very tough character and has a fighting spirit. He does not know giving up and always has very strong beliefs even so and you don't find what you looking for Yossi character. In this history is also a loyal friend. Alex Russell as Kevin. Kevin really animates the character as a person who believes, even though it is beyond logic to think that he is still confident and has very strong feeling for his best friend. Yossi, it can be seen from the skin that show how Kevin persuades the chief of police and someone who is skilled along the Amazon River to keep looking for Yossi. Okay.
Wow, very interesting, Arif. Okay, next, Bang Alwi, you can explanation right now. Be great, boy.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dona, Mrs. Dona, as your opportunity. And now I will explain about character Joel Jackson and Thomas Kretschmann. In my view, Joel Jackson as Marcus Stamp. In my view, the character played by Joel Jackson as Marcus is a kind and helper scene in scan where Marcus helps and treats them voluntarily. But Marcus was a bit afraid of the things he thought were playing or rarely saw him. And Thomas Kretschmann as Karl. Karl is a leader in charge of his team. Scene is Ken where is responsible for bringing back the badly injured Marcus. He only tells fiction that does not know until the end of the story of the Indiana tribe. And the synopsis about this film. That beginning of the story of this journey began with Yossi Ginsburg, our Daniel Radcliffe, who chose to live his life to try to survive in a place far from civilization. One time, he went to Bolivia and planned to start his adventure in the Amazon rainforest. On the way, he meets Marcus, our Joel Jackson, a teacher from Switzerland, and his friend Kevin, our Alex Russell, a photographer from America. One day, Yoshi meets a mysterious man from Austria, and the name is Carl, our Thomas Kritzman. The man invites Yoshi to go on an adventure in the forest to find the lost Indian tribe. Hearing the invitation, Yoshi agreed to Carl's invitation and invite his two friends to join him in the adventure. At the beginning of the trip, the adventure was led by Carl because Carl was considered the most experienced person in exploring the forest. The four of them walked through the forest with what they were without any means of communication. The start of the journey, everything seemed fine, to the point where the conflict started to start. Starting from Marcus, who kept complaining, which made Yoshi and Kevin furious about it. Marcus sustained an injury to his leg and is further hampered the journey and add to the cloudiness. Okay, Mr. Dona, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alwi. Now this is my time. The conflict continued until finally where they decided to use the raft, which was the starting point of the fight between Kevin and Carl. The dispute resulted in Carl taking the decision not to continue traveling by water and preferring to go back to La Paz by land within 3 days. Meanwhile, Kevin remained in his position to pass the river flow by raft. Finally, Marcus chose to join Carl and Yoshi chose Kevin. This is what causes them to split into two groups as well as being the starting point for the true adventure of Yoshi. They parted ways. Yoshi and Kevin continue their journey using a raft, but in the middle of the journey, the raft crashed into a large rock. Kevin managed to save himself to the EJ and tried to save Yoshi, but he failed to drift away and they were separated. This point is the toughest point for Yoshi because he has to struggle to survive alone without knowing the direction and destination in the middle of the wilderness just by relying on the map in his hand. Yoshi, who is in a state of frustration, must continue to walk even though he doesn't know the direction hunger, even trapped in the mood of life. Next week. When he managed to get out and saw a lot of fire ants in the tree, then he immediately reached for the tree and tore it. The fire ant on the tree fell on her body and began to bite her. The bite from the ant became an encouragement for Yoshi to start running because the more he was bitten and felt the pain, he would move his feet. Look at Kevin. The local people managed to find Kevin and immediately fled him to run back you. In the end, Yoshi arrived at the riverbank and was found by Kevin, who didn't give up in his search for Yoshi. And about Marcus, until now, Marcus has never returned and could not be found. Next, Taufan for the last.
Your mic, Taufan. Your mic.
Taufan?
Okay, sorry. Next, I'll tell you. This story teaches us that things can happen unexpectedly. Don't trust people to easily explain people we just know. Always good emotions in every visit. Never give up like Yoshi. audience work. Okay, our comment. The geographical survival or adventure gameplay film is really good, highly recommend for all fans of the acting movie. Just mentioning the title of the film, we already imagine where this film would be taken. The lighting in this movie is also very fascinating, especially at night when the situation is very intense. Taking pictures suggest that one actually the scan too much is also a plus point in the film. The actors are very successful in carrying out the role. Everything seems real, as the main character generally determines the success of the jungle film. The actor is extraordinary. He carries out his role as if he is real POC from starting the jungle. First fire, sun, everything is done well. Overall, we had a critic for the film. There is a like the setting of the face. Some players still don't look natural. The ending should be made more dramatic because there is the climax in the story. Although this film has flopped, we think this film is very good to watch. Okay.
Don? Okay, Taufan, thank you for the explanation. By the way, Taufan is the last of explanation today. So this is the end of our presentation today. If you have any question, you can type, just comment in the comment columns. And hope you guys enjoy the presentation today. enjoy the presentation today and can save positive message from our presentation. See you, bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Semongko kini tinggal.